Amazon product photography is one of the most important aspects to success on Amazon. Online shoppers can't touch or test out your product in real life, so they have to rely on images to help them make their purchase decision. Your job as an Amazon seller is to make their purchase decision as easy as possible, and you can do this through using infographic images. So in this video, we'll go over different infographic strategies to optimize your Amazon images. Let's go. So why would you use infographic images in the first place? Infographics are visual explanations of information that combine imagery with text. They typically talk about the details and features of the product by putting text over the image. Amazon infographics are so effective at increasing sales and conversions because they explain aspects of the product that regular photography doesn't show. Infographics often include close-ups, internal views, or illustrations. And these images are always accompanied by brief text to explain further. Adding an infographic or two can show a completely different aspect of a product. And this can win over more technical-minded customers who like to know the specifics. So now that we know they're so useful, how do you put them into practice? How to use Amazon infographics. Number 1, explain every feature. Some features can't be seen in standard Amazon product photography. They may require extreme close-ups, like the fingertips on a glove, or cross-section views that show what's going on inside, like an insulated coat. So with this first example, we can see this is a child's toy, and you can see the benefits as well as a little icon next to the benefits. So with it being only silicone and cotton, I assume that's a really safe material for use with kids. Also, putting the weight ensures that parents know that it's not too heavy for their little ones. The sizing can also help them to make their purchase decision. Finally, we can see that it's CPC tested and approved. It can be good because it'll probably put the parent's mind at ease that it won't contain any harmful chemicals when their child is playing with it. So 2, provide background information. Not all Amazon infographics have to focus directly on the product itself. Some infographics explain why the product is useful. So for this example, we can see that this is some sort of tape or back support, and you can see how they've shown a before and after picture. The main goal of this image is to show how bad posture affects you and how after using this product, what results you can expect to see, which is obviously improved posture. So really quickly, with using these infographic images, I'm instantly able to understand what this product can do for me. 3, instructions for usage. If your product may be confusing to understand, using infographic images can help to explain it. You can break the process up into steps with pictures for each, so the shopper can know exactly what to expect, or simply write the steps next to the product in use. Now, for this example, we can see that this is a cold brew making device, and this product might not be so self-explanatory, so using instructional infographics can dispel the shopper's fear and clear up any misconceptions. So this is really nice because it's a 3-step process, it's very easy to follow, and I instantly know how to use it. 4, dimensions or other specs. Product dimensions and specs are kind of hard to read when they're just written out, especially in one of those little user manuals, and oftentimes people don't really read those or understand them fully. It's not always easy to put those numbers and measurements into context. An infographic image can show the dimensions and specs right next to the product in a visual way. The customer has an easier time understanding the size and capabilities. So for this example, we see that this is a Bluetooth adapter for a mouse connected to the computer, and these types of infographic images are especially good for not only tech products, but they're useful for home decor so that the customers can kind of plan where to put it beforehand and they know the sizing and everything. In this example, everything is laid out really nicely and it's very easy to understand. So this is a great image to incorporate with this tech product. 5, compare products. Comparison charts are great for online sellers, especially on Amazon. You can build a comparison chart using infographics that shows 2 products side by side, and this can help the shopper to decide which product is best for them. So for this example, this is for a foam roller. So this is really good because you can showcase what the competitors does and what yours does. And the contrast between your product with the competitors can really highlight your product's advantages. So now let me give you some expert tips for making Amazon infographic images. One is choose your typography carefully. Typography is the font, size, and color of the text you use, and it can influence how a customer sees your brand. Think about how you want to come across to customers. For example, if you had a brand where functionality is the most important aspect rather than, say, an aesthetic, then using a plain and simple text to explain the product is probably the best way to go. Whereas if the aesthetic is really important to your brand, then maybe you want to go with a more adventurous font. So for this example, we're going to look at two different products here and two different types of brands. The first example is a very technical product. I believe it's some sort of gauge for water flow. And as you can see, it's a really appealing image, but the text is very simple and straightforward, and you get all the specific details. Now, in contrast, and this might not even be the best example, but we have what looks to be a humidifier. And as you can see, when it says 3 liters capacity, we are getting a little more adventurous with the font. So find out what works for you. Like I said, if you're a little more technical, then going simple is probably the best way to go. But if you're also selling an aesthetic with your product and it's also about the brand, then you can get a little more adventurous with the typography. 2, pick colors that fit your brand. So just like typography, you want to pick the right colors that fit your brand. According to color theory, the colors that you use in your infographics and your images can determine how the customer thinks of your brand. For example, colors like red are meant to induce feelings of hunger and emotion, and that's why brands like McDonald's and Burger King use the color red. Soft colors like blue are often intended to present a calm feeling, so that's why apps like Twitter and Facebook use this color. They want you to be in a relaxed state so that you spend more time browsing on their app. If we look to this example, which was actually done by AMZ One Step right here, you can see how we utilize the brand colors and maintain consistency to have that really professional look. The blue really stands out and it matches the product. 3, highlighting keywords. Writing your text all in one color is fine, but highlighting certain keywords is even better. Usually you want to highlight the titles or main keywords so that people can quickly browse and pick out what they're looking for. For example, you could highlight the word eco-friendly, and then go on in normal text to explain how you use recycled materials. You can highlight words in a few different ways. Highlighted words are commonly written in all caps and are usually larger than the explanation. We recommend using vibrant colors to get your words noticed. In this example, we can see how the main keywords that we're targeting are a lot bolder and a lot easier to see. Then we have a little more explanation in a lighter gray, which is obviously the less important aspect to this, but still important for informing the customer. Like I said before, in this example, it could probably be improved by using a little more vibrant colors, although this is very functional. You could also use all uppercase, but this is just a recommendation. It still looks really good and gets the point across. Okay, the next strategy, and probably my favorite, is using icons. When listing out specific features, using icons can help to explain what they mean. A lot of people are always just scanning and browsing rather than reading each word individually. Icons signal what the text is about and just save shoppers that extra little bit of time when deciding if the product is right for them. Icons also give you a chance to strengthen your brand. The style of icons you use, whether sleek, trendy, funny, or cute, and etc., again, influence how shoppers perceive your brand. With this example, we can see that they have the icons next to each infographic. So with the stays cool, we have the snowflake. With regulating body temperature, we have the thermometer. And then with moisture wicking design, we have the kind of filter that happens with the pillow. So this just helps the customer to quickly glance over, and they don't even have to read the words. They just kind of understand the different functions of what the pillow is capable of. Finally, keep the text short. The goal of an infographic is to condense information, so try to not elaborate too much. Say what you want to say as succinctly as possible while still conveying vital information. After all, one advantage to infographics is that they reduce the amount of reading time for the shopper, so you don't want to reduce that advantage with lengthy description. Feel free to use incomplete sentences, especially if you're explaining different points individually. This way you'll be able to remove unnecessary words and it'll be really easy to read. So for the last example here, which I really like, you can see everything is kept really simple and you can read the words really quickly. I'm able to grasp and understand all 4 points within only a few seconds. I was unaware of the benefits of hydrogen water before, but in a really small amount of time, I was able to learn what it does. All right, conclusion time. Hopefully after watching this video, you now understand infographics and the different types of strategies you can use. If any of this seems like too much, you can always hire professionals to create infographic images for you. Our team here at AMZ One Step understands the intricacies of photo optimization and the technical aspects of creating visuals like infographics. We specialize in everything Amazon product photography. That means main images, infographic images, lifestyle images, videos, and more. If you want to get in contact with us, there will be a link in the description below. Schedule a free consultation with us and we'll be happy to answer all of your questions. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps out the channel. We are putting out new Amazon videos every week, so subscribing ensures that you are in the know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.